Hey guys, it's Michael here with Pure Pursuit Automotive. Just want to walk you around our newest acquisition, a 2009 Mercedes Benz CL65. All right, we're going to start here with the engine. Mercedes flagship engine. It's a 6-liter twin-turbo V12. This is making 604 horsepower and 738 foot-pounds of torque. Absolutely insane. Now, kind of the front end of the CL class vehicles are very different than the rest of the Mercedes line, which is unique to a car for a manufacturer that does a lot of, of the same grille on every car. It's a unique front end. All right, we'll take a look at the front wheels. As you can see, massive brakes. They're definitely needed when you have a car that has that much horsepower and weighs as much as it does. You're going to need some stopping power. 20-inch wheels. Now we'll come around here, take a look at my favorite badge ever fitted to any car you've ever had, the V12 bi-turbo badge. Just lets everyone know on the road that your car is much, much better than theirs. Now we'll take a quick peek on the inside. We'll go over that in more detail in our interior features video. As you can see, it's a unique combination of colors of several different grays, as well as that matte finished wood. Swing around. Similar wheel setup on the back, also 20-inch wheels. Brakes are a little bit smaller. Swing around, take a look in the trunk here. It is an automatic trunk, one touch. You do have your spare wheel in the back and tools for fixing it yourself. Take a look at the rear bumper here and the massive quad exhausts. Now this car has been warmed up, so I'm going to hop in it, rev it a little bit, let you hear that sound. As always, we're going to start down here and work our way up. So one of the biggest things you notice in here is this little thing right here. Pop it open. It is the controls for the telephone. Very unique little feature there. Makes it really handy when you're not twisting away on the knob. All right, now we come down here. Now this is the main control for the infotainment system. You can do everything with it. You can use it, press it down to select. Press it left to go back, twist to go between all the menus. The great thing about it is that it knows, so if I go all the way through a menu and then I can't go any further, it won't let you turn. Very intuitive. Now down here we have all the buttons for your quick select buttons. So you want radio. You can also watch video, that's the disc there. So if you wanted to put a video in, you absolutely can watch a DVD on here. Now my personal favorite button is this button here. It's the seat, and it controls all of your massaging seat settings as well as your lumbar. All that stuff is controlled from here. So we'll choose fast and vigorous. Very awesome feature. And again, down here with tel/nav, so your telephone, your navigation, quickly select between the two. Pop open this little door here. As you can see, you have your CD changer, up to 6 CDs if you're inclined. Kind of work our way up here. Again, V12 badge in the center of the car. I absolutely love that. Make sure everyone in the car and outside the car know this is a V12 and that they need to get out of the way. So HVAC control is pretty simple, all very self-explanatory. Need any help with that, you can give us a call. I'll be happy to walk you through it. Now, a few unique features about the CL class are all the buttons up here. So we'll start at the top. This button here, now that raises the suspension. So the suspension will raise up several inches. That way, if you're coming up and there's a pothole or there's a curb you need to get up over, pop that up. That way, you're not scraping the underside of the vehicle. Next down here, it's your traction control button. I would advise against turning that one off, seeing as you have 740 foot-pounds of torque. You're going to need the traction control, even though it's not going to really know what to do with that much torque. Parking sensors off button. Not really sure when you'd need it, but it's there for you. Another very unique feature about the CL class is this unique button here. So as you can see, the video screen will turn to face me, or say you're driving a long trip, person in the passenger seat wants to watch a DVD, simply turn it their direction, and you can focus on driving while they can watch their video. So really, it's just an incredible feature there. All right, move over here to the main screen. So as you can see right now, it's currently on the speedometer setting. Now you can use the buttons here on the steering wheel to control which ones you go for. So you can see direction of travel, navigation. You can see you can switch quickly through all your presets. Nice and easy, that way you don't have to look off the road really very far. Now we come over here to the AMG tab. Now this will show you all sorts of relevant sporty driving information. So temperatures and pressures, lap times. It'd also show you what gear you're in there, where the P is. Telephone settings. Now this is awesome. So you can go through all your safety settings. So your distance display for your radar guided cruise control. You can make sure that you have the pre-safe brake and blind spot assist turned on and working, which I suggest you do. Also, you can go in here and check all sorts of things about the service. So your tire pressures, see when the next service message is, when you need to bring it into the dealer. All right, now we'll come back here behind the steering wheel. We have this little stalk. It says Excel and Decel, and as this. So this is for your cruise control, your radar guided cruise control. Accelerate, decelerate. You can also go up and down. But this right here, you twist this, and based on the level of how far you want to be away from the car in front, so you can set the distance to follow as close as possible or as far away as possible, and anywhere in between. And that way the car will sense, okay, I'm going to be 100 yards behind the nearest car, and it'll just lock itself on and just follow it a set distance. That way you don't have to worry about it, and it will slow down, speed up depending on where they're at. So it's an awesome feature. Now down here to my left, I'm not sure you can see, we have a little button with the moon and the road. Now that is a night vision camera mounted on top of the windshield. I'll push it now. We can't use it right now. It only works when it's dark. But when you press that, the whole screen here will turn into the night vision camera. You'll have your speedometer along the bottom, and you'll be able to look ahead. It's a very, very cool feature to have. All right, now we'll come over here to the seat settings. You can see we have air conditioning and heated seats, as well as another one of my favorite features is this button here. So you press that. Now you have full control of the other person's seat, in the passenger seat. So if someone in the back needs more room, you can simply move that for them without having to reach over to the other side. Very fun to mess with people on trips as well. You just move someone's seat around for them. Turn all that off. Now something that's very unique to the CL class is that there's no B pillar, and what that means is if I was to put the windows down, as you can see, I'm basically almost outside completely. From the outside, this looks incredible. Two-door coupe without a B pillar, a true B pillar. Very, very unique, and it looks phenomenal. Alrighty, we'll come on up here to the sunroof controls. Pretty simple. One touch to open, and one more touch to close. Simple as that. You also have your home link here underneath the rearview mirror. You can control up to 3 garage doors. What I'm going to do is drive around, give you a sense of what the car's like, what it feels like to drive, kind of some unique features. So this is the second CL65 we've had. The previous one was a 2012. So a few small differences between this and that one. Updated steering wheel and updated front end styling. It really not much difference. The 2012 had a little bit more horsepower, but this one's got plenty. It's got 604 and an absolutely insane number for torque, which is 738. So more than you could really need. And I imagine Mercedes had to tone it down a bit because you could get a lot more torque out of this, I imagine. Give it a little gas here. Yeah, so quite a quick car, as you can absolutely tell. It has 600 horsepower. All the way through first there, we had the traction control light on pretty much constantly because of all that torque. So if you're interested in this, you're definitely going to be needing to get new rear tires quite often. But if you're looking at an AMG, I think you already knew that. So this car is very unique in the fact that it has so much horsepower, but it is so comfortable, so smooth and quiet, and you lose some of the drama, I think, of the speed if say you're on the highway or something, because doing 120 feels like you're doing 80. It is that quiet and composed. But through town, that kind of speed is very evident, because not necessarily because of the noise, but the sensation of speed, because you can feel this wall of torque and power just pushing you forward, and you can also tell by the way things go flying by you. If you had no other indication of speed, that one will be it. Now this car is I keep saying that it's unique, but it really is, because we have a car that has 600 horsepower, is as fast as this, but can cruise all day at 150 miles an hour. I have massaging seat going. I have air conditioned seat right now. I have night vision. I have every single thing I could possibly want in a car, plus all that horsepower. It's just something that you don't really see very much of. Now, I've mentioned this before in some of our videos, but it is my favorite feature of any car we've ever had, and it's all Mercedes. So say you pull up at a stop sign, you don't want to sit there forever, or you sit in traffic and you have to hold your foot on the brake. You simply press down harder. It says hold, and you take your foot off the brake, and it'll hold you as long as you want, until you put your foot on the gas again, and then off you go. It's a very underrated feature, but driving around town, driving in traffic, it really, really comes into its own and makes a big difference. Maybe that's because I'm lazy, but I'm a big fan of that feature. All right, so right now I'm going over some speed bumps. This car has a relatively low riding nose, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the suspension into the highest setting, raises the nose and the back, so now I don't have to worry about speed bumps. Or if your driveway has a curb on it, you don't have to worry about that either. Lower it down. Give it gas one more time. Traction control kicking in a lot still. So yeah, so I don't think I need to reiterate to you that this vehicle is very fast. Now, unlike the 2012 CL65 we had, this one's a little bit more, it's a little bit less muffled in terms of engine noise and exhaust note, which I find much better. I like that. It gives you a better sense of speed, and that this is a true sports car, although it is quite large. Now, something I absolutely love about this car is just, it's the best that you can buy in terms of, it has a V12 twin turbo. It's one of the more rare cars, and it's something that if you pull up to the stoplight and someone pulls up in a CL63, which is, albeit very, very rare, you pull up in this and it's like, all right, well, see, you can't beat me. You can't have a better one than I do. All right, now that about concludes our test drive of the 2009 CL65. If you have any questions about the vehicle, you want to come test drive it, feel free to give us a call, shoot us an email, check the car out on our website. Make sure to check out our other videos as well. Thank you very much.